Hello and welcome to Checkmate with Mark Greenspan. Now, in the late 90s and early 2000s, the US banking system was still built around one simple assumption: checks had to move as paper. Now, every single business day, millions of physical checks were collected, sorted, and literally flown or trucked across the country to central processing centers. If you wrote a check in Arizona to a payee in New York, that piece of paper typically took an overnight trip just to be verified and cleared. The system worked, but it was slow, costly, and dependent on physical transportation. That frailty became very clear after 9/11. When air travel was disrupted, the flow of paper checks was disrupted as well. Banks couldn't even move checks, which meant they couldn't clear them. It exposed a systematic weakness. The entire check clearing process relied on the physical movement of paper. Out of that environment came a major shift: the Check Clearing Act for the 21st century, better known as Check 21. Enacted in 2003 and effective in 2004, Check 21 did something transformative. It said, in essence, that banks no longer needed to exchange the original paper check. A properly created image of the check, along with its associated data, could be used as a legal equivalent for clearing and settling. That single change unlocked several things. First of all, check images became the primary asset. Instead of shipping bags of paper, banks could scan checks, create digital images, and exchange those images electronically. Number two, the substitute check was introduced. If a paper check was somehow still needed, a bank could print a legally valid copy from the image and treat it just as if it was the original check. Number three, processing speed increased dramatically. What once required days of transportation could be reduced to hours or even minutes over secure networks. And number four, operational costs and risk dropped. Less paper in motion meant lower handling costs and fewer opportunities for loss, damage, or delay. Now, the next major milestone was when mobile deposit became widely available. As banks rolled out mobile deposit through their apps, consumers and businesses suddenly had a check scanner in their pocket. Instead of visiting a branch or ATM, they could simply capture the front and back of a check with their phone and submit it electronically. Now, behind the scenes, those deposits flow through systems designed to rely on the image and the captured data, not on the physical item. These platforms didn't require traditional MICR ink to move funds. The routing numbers and account numbers were extracted and validated from the digital image, and from that point forward, the transaction lived entirely in electronic format. Now, taken together, Check 21 and mobile deposit created the environment that we operate in today. The value is no longer in the paper itself, it's in the image and the data behind it. And these two subsystems, which were the legal and operational framework of the Check 21 for image-based clearing, and two, the mobile imaging rails that process those images at scale, paved the way for the next logical step: eChecks or digital checks. If a check can be represented as a secure image, and if a bank can clear that image without ever touching the original paper or relying on MICR ink, then the same information can be delivered digitally from the start. Encrypted delivery over email or secure portals, combined with image-based clearing on the back end, allows checks to be issued, transmitted, and processed as born digital instruments. That's the progression. From paper checks to images exchanged under Check 21 to mobile deposits, and finally to secure, fully digital instant e-checks. Checks didn't disappear, but they no longer needed to travel as paper. Their digital counterparts can now move securely, effectively, at the speed of the internet. Thank you for joining me at Checkmate. Signing off.